Hi, Katie.
So I'd first like to thank Sonya Tab, Advil, and Claritin for getting me through today.
Oh, you're right now.
I'm a little bit sick, but I'm going to say my speech. If you don't all know me, I'm Michelle Kozalika. And I know how much she loves when I do rhymes. So I did a 4-page rhyme for her. So bear with me. Can you hear me in the back? Michael Horst, can you hear me? Okay.
Oh, yeah, keep going.
Can you hear me now? Is that good?
Oh,
You can't point that at the speaker.
I can't look though, I'm gonna see this. Oh! That's where I belong, Michelle. What about right here? Is that good? Okay, perfect. Okay. Here's my little speech for Michelle and Jay. Cousins from the start. Michelle Carol Horst and I seemed so kind of far apart. High school, she was cool, and reunions we would chat. But Culver Crescent, Canada of the world, in London, Ontario, is where it was at. Much fun was to be had, but money was always kind of bad. Players Pub, as co-workers, started her waitressing career until we noticed Eastside Mario's opening so close and near. Cheap food, new friends, lots of laughter, started new parties and friendships that would last forever. Fanshawe College, right. We did go to school. I almost failed my first year. I was kind of a fool. A change of heart from paramedic to nursing it would be, so Michelle had lots of time to work and party. Late night pubs at Jim Bob Ray's resulted in parties with fish sticks burning ablaze. Yeah, we had a few parties and damage did occur. Missing fuses, holes in walls, ruts in lawns, but didn't stop us from fixing our mistakes. Good farm girls taught us to dig it and replace. Our front yard was kind of a mess, sparse lawns with big wide holes, mowed down flower beds from angry landlords. All we needed was warm weather with a kid's pool filled with booze, and we were ready to cruise. Cruise to the mall, that was, for drunk shopping. Rocked, especially when you pretended to have Tourette's. Yeah, it was wrong, but we all laughed till dawn. Pillow fights and scaring each other was a ritual. Never turned a corner without warning. We would jump and scare you silly, even if your name was Piss Willie. Prank calls and fake laughs were always a blast. Sometimes we'd forget our own frickin' laugh. Graduation came for me, so I returned to the glum city. How I missed her so you will never know. Visits to London did occur, and more awesome people she would meet. One in particular was Kelly Klee, and everyone who would meet her she would love and meet. Uh-oh. It's wet.
That's what she said.
Yeah, Paul Street was her new home until one day she decided to roam. I was living in a triplex on Moat Street with some dandies, I would say. Michelle would visit and loved it so she packed her belongings and asked the man in Unit B if she could come and stay. His name was Pete Murphy, Jesus' brother from another mother. She would rest her head there, but Unit B as in Beast is where she would play. Lots of random events would occur. Limo rides to concerts were kind of a blur. Sanj, our great friend, decided to buy us all McDonald's. All we had to do was remember the bag, but Michelle and I, at play, with perhaps a few drinks in her, had another idea. Let's fill a bag with random salt and peppers, and straws and napkins, okay? It was a mistake we forgot the food. It really was an accident. Just thought it was funny. Too bad we were the only ones, because a few went hungry. It was time for a little adventure. I hoped my cousin could come, but schooling was not done for her. I headed away for a short time, I would say, maybe 3 months. Flew by, random emails, stories, and I would share, wishing my partner in crime was always there. Upon my return, I got a little shock. I was going to get married, he gave me a rock. Of course, my cousin would be by my side, so I added maid of honor to that long, long line of names. Only a short time later did a drunken wedding occur. No, not mine. Wife and wife they would be. Jacqueline and Michelle tied the knot that wintry day. Maid of honor I was for both of them. Although my speech was short, it was also PG. Michelle was the best maid of honor. She was there through thick and thin, and although she had her concerns, I wanted it to win. So while my ex would leave to hunt her and I would take flight, we traveled to Mexico for Halloween, and she became Limbo Queen. Another wet page. Off to Las Vegas for the first time in 2008. Why on earth did we wait? Our new favorite place on earth, I would say, so let's keep on going back. Okay. Ow, ow, hubba, hubba. Was a random thing we would say to people walking by as I looked back the other way and thought, who the heck are they? Okay, a hunt for a man, that was still Michelle's plan. I would bring random guys up to her and she would shake her head and say, no, as some shoes were not nice and hair out of place, she was searching for something nobody could replace. So she had an idea, let's send a video off to the Bachelorette. Michelle was assuring she could walk in her hands and she was gorgeous as could be, but this guy that they had picked was not matching her authority. So back to the drawing board we went and hoped it would just happen at a random event. We took up golfing and decided to play in a tournament just for a day. A bet did occur with two random guys at the Boar's Head pub. No way! Who would have thought Michelle and I would get lucky enough to have professional players on our team? That meant Michelle and I got to gleam. A bet was a bet, and off to the change room we went. Toilet paper brides was a punishment for those two silly men. Off to the dining room strut Mr. Harrison and Jay Ford. Everyone was like, oh, good Lord. From that day, Michelle had a crush, but for some reason, the time was not right. I guess no need to rush. A year went by and lessons were learned, and netted a buck and doe, those butterflies did return. And after party, yeah, okay, a Becky and Blake's. Oh, I lost myself. We went, I am sure they wondered, who the heck are they and why did they take so long to meet? From that day on, Michelle and Jade never seemed to part. Michelle was one smitten kitten. Definitely a great match. Being silly together, finding kid horses on the street, and taking grocery cart rides home. Dressing up in random outfits, drinking cold beers, and heading to a casino for fun. Oh, Jay Ford. He was it. He was the one. His shoes were just right, and his hair was nice and thick. He had those baby blue eyes that stole Michelle's heart. Jay Ford was the one from a silly bet to, oh my God, I'm pregnant, is where it went. 9 months later, we are all blessed to share Jada Bug with the world. No playing on baby tables for Michelle and I. She needed to learn. Jay, you're as genuine as they come. Funny, smart, handsome, caring, and oh my God, you love sharing. We knew you were the one today you have become. Michelle is now happy, and she couldn't ask for more. You are perfect for each other in every single way. Hooray! You are two peas in a pod, partners in crime, peanut buttered and jelly, and I would just love seeing you guys together. Nothing more makes me happy. I wish you happily ever after. Now raise your glasses. I gotta find one.
Don't go too close to the mic.
Where's my scotch?
Or the speaker.
Give me that drink, Carla. Now raise your glasses. This long rhyming speech is about to pass. I love you both to death and couldn't imagine my life without you. Cheers to my best friend, cousin, ex-coworker, ex-roomie, maid of honor 2 times removed, Cousalika. I love you both, long time, forever and ever.
Paparazzi guy?
That's